Rest in peace, Crispy.
Crispy, no! Excuse me, who's what now?
I hear you now.
What are you doing?
There you are.
Where are you eating?
Are you eating in the maid's quarter with a maid outfit and fake cat ears, or are you eating like out in the city?
I have no clue. What a combination. You know, a combination. Just eating like some bread or something like that.
Oh, that's fair. You still just eating, or looking around maybe? If not, I'll head to Chloe. Maybe Chloe will catch up with you, who knows? But, yeah.
Wait. Sorry, what?
Oh, well, I was just saying, like, are you still going out to do something?
Oh, no, I was talking, like, to Chloe, because
Oh.
I think, you know what, sure, like, goes out, maybe tries to look for some...
Chloe's not there.
Alright, so
Do an air or something like that.
Chloe had obviously left ages ago.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then, we'll say as you're walking around, Chris Faith, maybe getting a meal, looking around, enjoying the scenery. The city doesn't look as broken up, a bit more polished, and nice to just walk around and enjoy yourself here, considering there's guards at every corner. And so you bump into a woman.
More unscrupulous women?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Cloaked?
I take vote unscrupulous.
No, she's actually pretty open, honestly. You bump into a woman, and she looks up at you. She seems to notice you.
Sorry.
She just looks at your neck, and she seems to notice you and looks up to you. She says, "I'm sorry.
It's done.
You're a..." She looks down at your feet, and, like, notices how furry it is. One of those.
Yeah. Born that way. Live that. I'll die that way. Unless I fight a illusion. Or just general magic.
You know, that necklace of yours, it looks very familiar. How much are you selling it for?
I ain't
Get out.
You even try to steal it, and I will make sure that your head remains on a pike.
Rasad breaks a little bit as she has a little bit of a smile. She just says, "Oh, really?" And she goes to reach for it.
Make this a weird sex thing. I will tell you right now, I'm not interested.
She goes to reach for it. What's your armor class?
Give me a second, it's loading again, so this is gonna take...
How is your internet worse than mine?
That's a really good question.
I don't know, I'm connected up to it. Like, I'm legitimately connected to the internet. So it should be decent. Maybe it has something to do with, like, the browser I'm using?
Carrick goes to your house and fixes your internet.
Rebuilds your entire internet.
Out of wood.
Yes.
And it works a million times better.
It also has
Probably.
the side effect of creating explosions outside. Don't mind
Good.
those.
Yes, armor class.
I think he cut out again.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go over to...
Oh no, I need to sign in or something like that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have it open my another tab, on my phone too, just because I can tell y'all.
Yeah, it logs out. It logs me out sometimes too. I can check.
Yeah. Is... AC 13.
Alright, so
Yep.
now that her cover's been blown as not just a innocent woman traveling and accidentally bumping into someone, she goes out to reach for your necklace. and tries to yank it off of you. And it breaks at the piece where it's supposed to be held together. I don't know what that's called.
The latch,
Something?
or the clasp,
The
Clasp.
clasp, the latch. It's got many a name.
Breaks at the clasp. She attempts to push you over. Yeah, I don't think that strength's good enough. Roll a strength save. To run away with your precious necklace. I mean, if you can.
give me a...
Yeah, you good.
Wait, okay.
I am Yanni boy.
+1.
Yeah, just roll it.
My D&D Beyond is being...
D&D.
Except for on mobile, so...
Oh, you can roll it on mobile. I could see it here too. Hang on. I think I can.
I just... I computer right now. It's being... Okay.
I think you said your computer's messing up. But if you roll it from the app, I think I should be able to see it from there. Not from the app, but from your phone.
Yeah, you should be able to see any rolls that occur. As long as they're within that.
Right, I have to...
Yes. Yeah, game luck.
If they happen within
Oh, I see it.
the end beyond, you'll be able to see them.
She attempts to push you over. Is that a nat 20? No, really close though. She attempts to knock you over as she grabs your necklace. But not even an attempt to push you out of the way works, as you're a stone wall in front of her, with her necklace in your hands.
Wait, her necklace, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, your necklace in her hands.
Wait, her hands, what?
Yeah, she stole his necklace.
I could use,
I thought...
like...
What's up?
I thought he avoided her, what?
He
I'm
pulled-
confused.
She immediately after being angry, he tried to rip off her necklace. I mean, she tried to rip off his necklace and run away with it. So the strength was trying to push him out of the way, but it didn't work at all. The unarmed strike was, well, you didn't see it as an unarmed strike, but it was an unarmed strike to take the necklace. She got it, but she can't get away now.
Ah.
Okay. Then I would turn both, or do I just click one, or do I click both?
Oh no, I saw the strength save or the strength.
Yeah, no, I was talking about what do I do with the unarmed strike to just punch her.
Nothing. Oh, if you want to punch her, then punch her.
Yeah, you totally can. You can unarmed strike.
I'm trying to ask how.
Oh, you
I just click the
Now
plus
you
four.
click on unarmed strike.
Yeah. Or you could ram her.
8
Spell on her or either face.
damage is 2.
What's the? Okay.
That's an 8 to hit. Damage is 2.
8 to hit.
She drops the necklace. Wait, where'd you punch her?
12 to hit.
3 plus 4 or not.
That's 12 to hit.
She drops the necklace on the ground as she
Yeah, 12 to hit.
goes back a little bit. And she's like, "Asshole! You're not supposed to hit a woman."
I hit people who try to steal my shit, especially something from my mother.
You probably stole it yourself.
Why? Look at me straight in the eyes. You try to do that. Hesitate to murder you. And guess what? I know I away with it.
Roll an intimidation. If you want.
Yet again. How is your internet worse than mine?
How about you run?
Roll an intimidation. Then.
Hey. A -2?
Be a bit less.
Well then. Let's see. Insight. Damn! She
Oh.
looks you in the eyes. She looks down at your fluffy
Because you just
Oh, go ahead.
tried to steal one of
I'm singing like crazy again.
Yeah.
that connect.
You're saying like the most poetic things is like the music rises.
I can't hear a single word of it.
He's going on speech.
The
Most eloquent he'll ever sound.
Don't insult him like that.
But maybe it's just me. Can you all hear him? I can't hear anything.
I can't hear
No.
anything.
Yeah.
No.
Chris Fay.
How is your internet worse?
Everybody hold.
Would
your
that just be a
hands up.
charisma save? Or
What's that?
Okay. Oh, well, hello?
Now, did she pass or what?
Yeah, she got a nat 20.
Okay.
I
10?
wanted to hear what he said, so what you were saying.
He said,
'cause-
Didn't work.
yeah, I think you're good now. I think. I hope.
Gilovich.
Well, she looks down at your fluffy legs and just says, "Oh, you're nothing but a non-human anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll lock you up for life. Go ahead, try me." Though she doesn't attempt to steal from you again, she just attempts to walk past you, brushing against you and like pushing you a little bit, like bumping you.
That sounds like a classic steal move. Classic pickpocket.
Oh God. I guess as she walks by you, you turn around and smack her upside the head. Oh God!
Oh god, Max Savage too!
Thing. Unknown error. Fantastic.
No, it went through.
Wait, did you roll things?
And she,
I only see that max nat 20 thing.
No, quarterstaff to hit with a 19 plus 4, so damn near.
Page, then.
Yeah. 20.
My computer, considering I have like 8 RAM or something.
Oh snap! Well,
Damn.
as she walks by you and bumps into your arm, apparently that's the last straw. You draw your quarterstaff and smack her upside the head. She falls over limp. You see a couple people in the crowd notice it and just keep on walking. What do you do?
We don't need to be chased by the police here already.
Okay then. How about
Say again, you're cutting out again.
Got 16 gig.
lethal?
I think he's saying less lethal. Okay.
Just one word. Lethal.
I go for an.
Wait,
Uh.
you're still cutting out?
Lethal. I go for an.
I go for lethal. Kill. Die.
I go
+4.
+4.
It's like that tweet where you're like,
six.
oh no, my cat's dying. Well, I hope she dies. Dies. Dies.
D6.
Fuck.
It
Yeah,
might be best to.
Goddamn. Literal stone wall, you would feel that.
All right, you're good now. Tell me, hurry. What did you do? What's happening?
Oh no, he's gone again.
Oh no, Chris,
People-
hey, there's someone
grab
you
my
have to grab.
grab. I have on me and just keep walking, looking away.
All we heard was keep walking, I think. That's all I heard.
I heard have on me, keep walking.
Y'all hear me?
I'm getting entertained by the fact of I'm listening to what I get normally told.
Yes. Yours is even better though, because like it's more flickery for you. It's like you're in out, long pause, in out, in out, and out.
Chris Faith, it might be best to like just type what you're doing.
Evan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard
True.
7.
Grab my mother's necklace.
Grab his mother's necklace.
Grab his necklace and walk away. Is that what's happening?
I think so. Pray to the internet gods.
Like I do every single bloody time I even try and join.
Who would be the
Someone's
internet
typing
god?
in VC chat. Let's see. Oh no, that was 504. Okay, maybe in the LOD chat. Maybe someone sent something there. Oh, he's typing. He's typing. What? No witty response for that?
That was an hour ago.
Try doing it in Roll20.
Can you hear us though?
He's typing. He's still typing.
Oh, he would have
I
typed.
can't believe this ended up with a straight up murder.
Oh, Jamie.
Chris grabs his neck, looks for a second, puts it in his backpack, walks away. This is fresh and dope.
That was so much more complicated than it needed to be. For a simple actions. Internet just said
It's
no.
not his fault. Internet was just like, no.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not. I'm not blaming you.
You go on
Just
your merry way
remarking.
to drink your morning tea, your necklace in hand. We go to Chloe, who I've heard has already left before everyone else did. What are you doing this morning?
He went to find Sariel. Sariel?
Sorry,
Saya?
A maid friend.
Ah, yes. She is simply doing her duties. She's been tasked with trimming the hedges. Between you and me, she's not doing too good at it, but it looks passable.
You got outside.
Yes. Thankfully.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, it's so much better than being in there.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh, trying to nurse this headache from them.
Your friends are silly.
That's one word for it.
So, what's the real reason you came back?
Say again?
She said, what's the real reason you came back? You see a glint in her eyes. They look happy.
I missed home.
We missed you too. She goes to hug you.
Full on hug.
No. Straight, strong hug from her.
I know. Once we're done here, let's go for an adventure in the city. Yeah,
Done here?
in the garden.
Ah, yes. And she goes back and picks up her snippers. Well, I think I can be done in maybe an hour. As you can tell, you can look out and see the bushes. And this is definitely not an hour's worth of work. This is an all-day kind of thing.
What do you think Chloe's gonna do?
Help her?
Exactly. Without a word, just goes and picks up some.
Hey.
Oh, let's get to work.
She smiles and gives you one of those things where, like, she tries to flex her muscle. And says, yes, let's do it. So she goes about her trimmings.
Probably assisting, actually, is she doing any better?
That's a good question.
What should I, dexterity? Or nature?
Your choice, dexterity or nature.
Definitely nature then.
Or a sleight of hand. Since it's more like moving your hands in a particular kind of way. Ah yes, you're trimming behind her quite nicely. Putting her to quite a bit of a shame. But hey, that's just between you and me. God to player.
Giving her pointers as I notice them. Notice good ways of doing so.
She takes them.
Assisting her best I can.
She is learning quite a bit just from watching you work. Now that you're giving her pointers, she's doing so much better. Seems all she really needed was someone who was teaching her without a condescending attitude. And so I guess you all get done. In 2 hours.
That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah. The area all around is done. Way before it should be. Thanks to your pointers and your help and your speed. Probably some of your pets or something, I don't know. Anywho.
Chloe has one pet, and that is nowhere even near here as of yet.
Well, either way, you get done with her in only 2 hours. And she throws down her, what the hell is that thing called? The snipey thing, the snippy thing.
Secateurs?
What you said, she throws it down to the ground, even though, as you know from being a maid, it's supposed to go back into the tool shed. She says, alright, let's go to the place, the thing. She's very excited, kind of almost hopping up and down.
Chloe looks at the tools on the ground, looks at her, sighs. Well, let's head off.
Alright, so you make your way into the...
Going straight to the stables.
Make your way to the city, straight to the stables, I guess. And there your horse waits for you. Doing whatever your horse is doing because you're the one in control of her. It, them, he.
Him. To
They,
him.
Him.
He's just chilling in the stable because what else can he do?
You happen to notice that a lot of the place happens to be renovated, but it wasn't finished. It's just like half of the place looks a lot nicer.
Just Chloe just sort of nods at him and goes, thanks, Carrick. Quietly. Because yes, she knows exactly what happened.
Let's see here. Ignore that recording.
Ariel, this is my horse now. Funny enough, I didn't have him before I even arrived.
She hesitates.
Kitty.
Oh, go ahead. But she goes out to pet it in her hand. She feels very soothed as she's petting it. The skin is quite soft.
He nuzzles her.
Oh. What's his name? I need to define first for her.
His name is Pulsar.
Oh, it's cute. I wish I could have a horse. Pet it every day.
We need to figure out a way to get a stable in the grounds, don't we?
Yeah. Although, I don't think Adonis really has much use for it.
No, I think it'll be quite an uphill battle.
Yeah.
But it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Oh, I know. Let's go take him out of the city if you want. Go for a quick ride.
She's excited. She She looks around at the saddle and looks for a rope and doesn't find one. She just looks at you enthusiastically.
Oh, it's alright.
What's that?
That's alright. We can manage.
Well then, I suppose you all
Let's
take...
Chloe busies herself setting Pulsar up, because obviously she does not leave him all armoured and saddled up. Because that would be cruel.
Yeah, I guess it's an intelligent creature.
Yes,
Also-
so she busies herself. He assists as best he can, because he is intelligent and he knows what's going on, and he understands what's being said.
As you make your way outside of the stable, a man is out there now. He has a squirrel in his hand. And he's just yelling out, "Get your squirrels here, squirrels!" He kind of waves one in your face, and it just looks at you.
Probably just ignores him.
It's just... Okay, I realize you said squirrels, but I just straight up heard scroll.
Get your squirrels here. Get your shape-shifting people taking over the world.
Get your
Okay, Chloe just ignores him. Helps Ariel up onto Pulsar, and then gets up herself.
Soriel's looking back at the man with the squirrels. She's looking at you like, I don't remember him being here.
No. That's one thing I learned in my travels. If you don't want to deal with someone, don't even start.
There's squirrels here! Please get them, please! I need to sell them all by sunset. As you all make your way out, where are you heading? Just out into the, outside of the city or into the city forest? Or just anywhere?
Well, Chloe asked, "Do you want to go? Do you want to go outside of the city, or do we just stay in here? Go
please,
go adventure in here."
Place.
All right, let's go.
You see an angry...
Starts heading up.
See an angry goat man walking by. Seems to have had a rough day.
Hi, Chris. See you later. Waves.
It was nice meeting
Continues.
you. And so I suppose you go out into the outside of the city. Perhaps you enjoy yourself. Soriel certainly does. She's very happy that she's finally out and doing something else.
Yes.
Instead of the
Chloe
free
is
time being spent with the maids.
much happy to be spending time with a friend.
Yeah, someone who actually gets her. Who's not a condescending asshole. Or just smooth talking.
A
Always
dumbass.
trying to get with her. No. Well,
Or a
maybe there's
dumbass.
some- Maybe
And
there's-
yeah, Chloe is very much relieved to be able to talk with someone who has some similar experiences, is not what the rest of the party is, i.e. a headache.
So while you're all out there enjoying yourself, we go back to Red and Carrick. You go and you find a person who is selling studded leather. How exactly do you say it again? I do not know what it is called.
A lot of armor?
No, it's called studded leather something.
With leather.
What?
There it is, that's what it's cost. You find some studded leather and it costs 4 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces. I'm gonna guess you paid for
And
it.
plate is still
Oh, what's that?
damn expensive.
Yeah. You gonna buy it or what?
How long has this man been in this business? Carrick wonders, looking at him.
You can tell by the way his place seems very dusty that maybe it's been a while that he's been here. But that's all you can discern.
What else do you sell other than armor?
I got clothes. Like you might need some clothes. Hide that face
What
of yours.
kind of clothes?
He points over, and there's quite a few robes over there. And where he points, there's actually just cloaks that would hide your face and your body features. Think you might need that right there.
How much for it?
Yeah. Give me 5 gold and I'll take it. You can have it. I meant to say 5 silver. Let's work on that. It just came out as gold.
Carrick will give him 5 silver.
Little golds or big or large golds?
I meant to say silvers. Stop it, you with your bookworms.
Small silvers, medium silvers, or large silvers?
Regular silvers, you.
There's a system of money. You don't have big or large versions of that money.
He's referencing
You have money.
ascendancy of a book.
Oh. They're different values.
Yes, Kaizen. He's offering you this this studded leather for 4 gold and 5 silver pieces.
4 gold and 5 silver.
He's looking you dead in your eyes. He's got
I
a very
roll
tired-
persuasion to try and haggle that.
Go for it.
Persuasion. 20.
What do you think, Red? Do I look sneaky?
Quite the sneaky snack.
Perfect.
Snick a snack, snick a snack. Take a snack, you dad, snick a snack.
5 gold and 4 silver it was? Or the other way around?
Other way.
Four.
Other way around.
Carrick dives into a bush.
What?
4 gold and 5 silver. It's a bit much, don't you think? Couldn't bring it down just a little bit for me?
Well, you know, I gotta keep the lights on, but kinda like you. Not fond of non-humans, but I'll be honest with you. I don't see anything wrong with you guys. Here. Just 3 gold and 5 silver. How about that?
You're quite the gentleman.
I know. He says
Oh.
swiftly by putting his arm on the counter and looking at it.
Yeah, alright. I'll take your deal.
Alright. Add studded leather to your inventory.
Wee.
Actually, give me a second here. Yeah. I'm not doing anything other than climbing out of the bush after a moment.
Yes, you can also add Incognito to your equipment.
Cloak.
Incognito. Yes. That was beautiful.
I'm glad I didn't get a tomato thrown at me.
Not yet.
Oh no.
Hey, Blink, can you do the voice for the what's his name? The one guy that's like the leader of like the whole thing for a bit.
Which leader of the whole thing?
What?
The one that's always sneaking around that we haven't seen that we're looking for.
Haven't seen for a while.
Z?
I think that's just my
Yeah.
regular voice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is too. But it's been so long. We've
I'm Carrick. I'm here to give you a mission. Gotta do the thing. I don't know.
Hey, guys. I'm here to give you a mission. What do you think?
No, as I said it, like
Yes.
that was the one problem. Carrick never says guys.
There you go, Snoog. That's your new icon.
Yeah.
Is it just... I need to see this.
No, it's... Well, I mean,
Oh.
it was just Zayaku.
Did you send me something?
No, I just put Zayaku on the screen. Anyway, as you're all
And
going about your adventures, looking for armors and getting your palm read, going out with friends who needed a much-needed retreat, and unfortunately getting things stolen and accidentally killing a bitch. Eventually,
I did not try to. I didn't kill her. I want to say this right now. That was a non-lethal strike.
Okay. She's just knocked out on the ground in the middle of a place.
Yeah, she's knocked out on the ground. That I go by Batman rules, or Chris goes by Batman rules. Not kill, no. Traumatic brain injury, yes. Well, kill sometimes. Traumatic brain injury, yes.
I think that's fair. You don't really need a brain to survive. Well, live.
You don't need it to live. You can just have a concussion that impairs you for literal life. Unless we are talking D&D here, so
probably
it could probably
take a potion. Yeah. But yes, assuming you all reconvene either back in the city or the mansion. Question mark. Let's see. Probably the city, considering you're going to the slums. You all end up reconvening. Yeah. I guess talking about your day that you've had. Hung, noticeably, even though he left, hasn't come back just yet. Perhaps he's still looking for a master. Maybe he hasn't found one just yet. But you all remember that there is something important that you were supposed to do. You were supposed to go to the slums and investigate things, figure out what's going on with these disappearances.
Hey guys, you want to go to the slums?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mind off this. He just holds up his.
I certainly have had my fun
this
today. Have you, Sariel?
No, I don't think I've ever heard of any disappearances going on over there. Honestly, I don't know how to people talk about the slums.
That's fantastic. Oh, let's get some
slummy
clothes, I guess.
Slums?
I will go anywhere.
Do I still have my old clothes from when I was in the forest?
You might want to
forest
go back to the mansion as much as it is unpleasant.
She pouts.
We have to investigate these. Something's not sitting right with me in this entire thing. Call it a hunch.
If you want to come.
Dumb. Call it Call me being over suspicious, but something just feels off.
That's a truth. You should have great instincts. So this is
good
valid.
being the key word here. Depends on if his instincts are relying on wisdom or intelligence.
Soriel looks up to you with a very pouting face and says, "She'll be good. I promise, it'll be good."
Not worried about being good or not. Whether you will enjoy times. Slums are not a pleasant place.
She looks back to Chris Faith. Tell her, I'll be alright.
There's lots of dirty people that don't bathe, like me.
Oh, you bathe, Carrick.
Be in good company. Chris just kind of looks at his necklace.
Oh no, why are you cutting out now at all times?
Oh, God. Fuck! I was in the middle of an emotional scene!
I know, I'm sorry. I think you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna do it for them. For Kaz, Mom, Dad. I'm gonna do it for them. Made a promise when Kaz died. Starting to remember it now. do whatever I can to protect those who need it most. These people need it. Need someone to help. Found their guy? Well, guess I'll have to do.
She goes from Chloe to Chris.
You,
I mean,
you
she
put-
goes- She
It
goes
will be
from
dangerous.
Chris face
Potentially.
with a determined look this time.
I've faced death more times than I can count. This isn't going to be dangerous. This is going to be a walk in the park.
I didn't say you couldn't come.
Listen, I
Do
grew
you know
up
how to
in a
use
slum environment.
guns?
Guns.
I don't even know. I think I know what those are.
Gun?
I can't tell, but I don't think I've ever used one. No.
It's a trick question. I made a gun.
Nice.
What?
A gun. It's a thing that goes boom and goes and fires something into someone else. I think.
So, like, a particularly bad bow? What?
Link, can I
It's a mini cannon.
do something crazy
Oh.
or suggest something crazy?
Sure.
So going along with the logic that Carrick's catapult is now a gun that he uses, can he then give this person the ability to use his catapult spell, and while he does that, he cannot use it?
The thing is, I believe your gun's basically like a glorified wand, so she'd have to have some
Basically, yeah.
sort of magic to use it, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Ah,
Probably.
I don't have knowledge of
well,
enough knowledge of how to use magic more.
It is a first level transmutation spell. It can be casted. But
This might bite me in the ass, but I'll allow you to do this. I can't say just this once, but I'll allow you to do this.
okay. And I will not use that as long as she has. I will give her pull out the gun and give it to her. Say, like I'll go through the explanation of how to use it in the most simplistic, basic way you can imagine.
I was actually going to say something about the slums. Be a bit nostalgic, maybe.
Oh, crap.
Used to be in an old village. The village I grew up in, not exactly great. And honestly, I can't remember how many times I had to steal. Then had this food stolen from me.
Gotta
was
do
in
what
a
you gotta do to
Rough
survive.
town. Yeah, but not going to be too different from the slums you guys have.
Did you ever get to like punch people and stuff?
Oh yeah, no, all the time. All the time. You'd be
Cool.
surprised how many people are willing to fight a kid and then be surprised when they lose to a goat kid with crazy strong legs.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah. You're up in the streets, you'll learn a couple things. So we're gonna do this or not?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey, listen.
I'm ready. Sorrel, you ready?
If someone tries to punch you in the face, point that at them and do the thing I told you about.
She has an
You didn't
incredibly determined.
tell You didn't tell us anything, I think. I can't tell.
Say, have you ever killed anyone?
No. Should I have?
Do you have any qualms against it?
Kinda.
Where?
Well, you can go non-lethal with those things. Aim for the legs, I guess. If you're
Aim for the
using a
legs.
gun, I guess.
Gotcha. She seems excited.
Alright.
In fact, she
Probably
leads the
go.
charge, headed towards the slums. Seems she has some confidence. As you make your way, I've opted
Chloe,
to
did I do good? I told her they didn't bathe like me.
I would assume.
I tried. I did the thing you said where they like you be like polite.
You did well.
Yay.
Yeah. As you
Yeah.
you make your way into the slums, there are people that are very slim. It seems as though they haven't eaten in a while. Some children playing next to a puddle. There's a couple of guys just walking around. They seem a little aimless, like you have no idea where they're heading, or neither do they for that matter. But they're going somewhere. Hopefully it's somewhere with food. Noticeably, the guards in this area are completely gone. Where there was plenty in the marketplace, there are none here. None that you've come across at the very least.
Chloe looks at Sariel.
A lot of her bravado is missing. She's looking around, she's seeing people that she's never seen before, and is a little worried. She clings to her gun.
Be careful with that thing.
Yes, sir.
No, and we're. Are.
Chloe moves closer to her protectively.
Chloe, what does sir mean again?
That's
For
the title that we give those who are higher class than us. Not
in this case.
higher class and more knowledgeable in combat.
Oh.
Yeah, scattered about you are plenty of doors attached to, quote-unquote, houses. You think you happen to come across a store, but that just seems to be some sort of larger house with broken-in windows. And near the top of it seems like there's a hole in it. Whoever lives
Charming
here.
place.
What's that?
Isn't a good.
Charming place.
Yeah. It's not looking rough. It's looking a little rough.
Why is everything here just so broken? These slums are
Because
worse than
people don't care
most
about-
slums.
Because people don't care about slums. If they did, they wouldn't be slums. It'd be a neighborhood.
These are the worst slums I've seen in a while.
Yes.
His eyes are just dotting from place to place, just amazed, just how shit everything is.
As you're walking about the slums, you happen to see a man lying out in the middle of the road, or the middle of the walkway. And unfortunately, it seems as though he's bleeding from the mouth.
You okay? And Chris just immediately runs up. You okay?
Chloe right next to him.
Right, what's
He's looking up at
wrong?
you. And he looks at your legs, and then he slaps your hand out of well, as weakly as he can muster. But he tries to slap your hand. He says, "Please don't touch me." You can see genuine fear in his eyes.
Why?
I'm not here to hurt you.
What's
I'm here to
wrong?
help.
got robbed. Damn place. Who are you people? You guards?
I don't think this place has guards.
What, do we look like we're about to beat you to death for being... We're here to help. We've been hearing rumors of disappearances happening. Heard any?
You are guards. Shoot. I don't know anything about no disappearances.
No, we aren't. Do we look like we're about to arrest you for being... Just...
Let's
You
have
know-
a dry cough. With some
know of
blood.
anything?
And tries to get back on his feet. I don't think I know anything. How about you guys head back? Don't need you around here.
Carrick just ignores him and starts
I would
bandaging
say
him.
otherwise.
What'd you say, Chris?
I'd say not. I'd say you do. Like, basically a sarcastic remark. We don't need you. It's just kind of thing you do.
We don't need you guys either. You think you could just come up in here and start acting like guards again? Oh, why don't you come over here and arrest the people around here? Maybe that'd be a good idea.
As he's saying this, what happens?
I
is,
literally just said we're not here to arrest you, and you just retort back at that? Look at us. You think any of us would pass for guards in this place?
Roll a persuasion with
I
advantage.
get bad glances. Just...
As he's saying this, what Carrick does, he just pulls out like some kind of it's like black slimy substance and just slaps it onto his wound and just wraps like a bandage wrap around him real fast.
He seems to be doing quite well after you do that. He's like looking around like, wait, what happened to my pain?
Okay, so that would be persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion with advantage. Never seen a guard do something like that before. I've never seen anybody do something.
It's already
like that.
slightly at advantage.
One more time. God, that'd be terrible.
What's that?
What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
He looks at you all. He notices that out of everyone, the only one who looks normal is Sariel. And she's just...
Chloe looks pretty normal.
Well, you know, it's got those cat ears. But you
Except for
look
the
pretty-
cat ears and the...
He notices the only two people who look normal are in maid outfits. So, he stands back up, gathers his bearings. Alright, you're not guards. I guess I could see that. The disappearances you're looking for. Probably shouldn't investigate into that. That's all I gotta say.
That
You do... are you trying... What are you trying to say with that? Like... I'm sorry, I'm not being rude and all, but... Just seems a bit more concerning than... It seems you're less concerned about... it than you really should be. Could happen to you. Could happen to anyone you know. Any friends? Family?
Don't forget, I have
Lovers?
a 15-foot at lie detection horse.
Okay. I'll keep that in
Don't
mind.
forget that.
We'll keep that in mind. He looks at you, Chris Faith, and he shakes his head. Says there's more important things than the people that disappear around here.
Yeah, I could
just
probably
hope it
guess
isn't
that.
here, isn't that right?
Yeah. People.
Lived that.
You was just trying to survive to the next day, yes?
Well, you see, around here, guards don't exactly take too kind to us. As a matter of fact, if they ever come around here, it's usually to start trouble. But
That...
that's
too much
all I can
sense.
say. Look,
I'm sorry that is the case.
you're in the wrong neighborhood. Whatever you're doing here or trying to investigate, I don't think you're gonna get very far. Sorry. Thanks for
Where should we go?
Hey guys, is this what people say? This this is one of those things where they say things to like push you like away and stuff, but like they actually know what they're talking about. Is this one of those cases?
Yeah, I've heard that. You've heard that mantra plenty.
He attempts to limp away.
Hey guy, where do we find like the really bad people here? Like the really bad ones, like the worst?
He stops in his tracks. He looks around. And he turns back around. He just says, "Go home, please." And he turns back around and keeps walking.
That guy was weird.
Still feel.
Why are we here
Still
anyway?
feel rough. Investigating disappearances
We're here to help these people.
and help them any way we can.
It's hard to help when they don't want it. Not.
And
Well,
it's
hey, we only walked through a bit of this so far. Maybe we'll find another person dying on the ground if we keep going.
Not.
Hey, where exactly were the disappearances? Where did they say they were? Like, specifically? Were there any specific street names or houses,
You recall,
general areas, aside from just this?
You recall that the only thing...
I was mostly asking
go ahead.
that in character. You get a better name. You get a better...
Are in the slums is information we were given.
I think it's terrible that no one's out here helping them out.
I blame the government, mostly. It's one of the stands. People don't want to care for the sick and and the unwealthy. They just want to look away and go back to their piles of just their piles of money and power.
She nods to you. Looks to Chloe in confusion, as though it's not supposed to be this way. As you guys are still making your way through, you notice some people closing their doors. It seems like they don't want to
Yeah.
with you.
Would you like to ride Pulsar again?
She nods slowly, but she gets on quickly. She starts to feel a little more safe.
Keep us
Hey,
safe.
how you doing, Pulsar?
This place is unsettling.
It's unsettling as how many of these people just need.
You can't hear him! Only two people can.
Oh,
But he can speak to animals. Wait, can you?
I don't think I can. I don't think I have that spell yet.
Well,
And Pulsar cannot speak except for through telepathy, and both Chloe and Eric are bonded for that, but no one else can be bonded now.
Oh, yeah, damn.
Sariel looks down at you guys, kind of looking a little glum. And she says with a nervous, shaky voice, "What if we talk to the people inside their houses? Seems like nobody wants to talk. What if we bring and talk to them?"
Well, do you like having your vital organs? Do you like having your vital organs?
I kind of do like them, yeah.
Then don't talk to. Then don't.
Carrot goes over
Don't
to someone's
disrupt these
door and
people.
knocks on it.
Carrot, no! Nope, Carrot, you're too valuable. You're also a lizard.
Kevin falls very closely behind, like less than a foot.
You see someone
Chris just immediately runs over to Carrick.
You see a small child pulling back the curtains, and their eyes get really wide, and then you see them get yanked back as the curtains close.
This is to be expected.
It is.
But then it's not too much longer afterwards. A big burly man opens up the door. The hell you guys want?
We're looking for weirdos.
Investigating disappearances happening around here. You hear anything about?
Plenty of mirrors around here. Yeah, disappearances. Never heard of it. Chimes.
Is he within 15 feet of Pulsar?
I was about to say Pulsar starts to glow or whatever the hell happens. Carrick, it's not too hard to tell that he's lying.
Carrick. Chloe. This one knows more than he says.
But it's a question of can Kaizen and can he persuade him?
You can tell he's lying.
No.
He seems very strong in his convictions, so you're not sure if you can persuade him.
I know that there is more than what you say, don't you, sir?
You know you don't belong here, yet here we are.
Kaizen will... Okay, so he has... hold on. I'm thinking about this. Would it be reasonable to say... Hold on, is this an actual item or can I bullshit this? It would be reasonable to say he has two...
I'll roll an inside, see if I tell. It's a 13.
Pouches. 2 coin pouches.
This man is obviously lying. But also, he looks at your coin pouches. Wait, are you pulling them out in front of him?
I was gonna say, we'll have it like... He has his main coin pouch where he puts all his gold, and we'll have like a second one where that has like maybe like a gold and a few silver in it. And he'll pull that one out, and he'll reach in and pull out 2 silver coins. Still holding the pouch in my other hand. And then he'll say, "You sure you don't know anything about those disappearances? Maybe these shiny coins will jog your memory."
His eyes begin to light up. He actually looks behind him, closing the door a little bit. He says in a very hushed voice, "What do you guys want to know? I can't tell you everything."
What can you tell us?
I can tell you that anyone around here who talks ends up disappearing anyway.
What if we can make the person that makes everyone disappear?
Carrick looks to the side and then looks back.
Disappear.
That's not a good idea either.
Great negotiating skills, Carrick.
Is there somewhere we could...
So there's a cover-up.
That's a bit more private?
Okay.
Somewhere you might be able to tell us in safety?
Definitely not around here. Come inside. Ronnie, get upstairs. You too, Martha.
Kaizen will nod to the group behind him, gesture for them to follow, and step inside.
Before he lets you inside, he holds out his hand.
Okay. We'll give him the 2 coins. Hang the pouch on my hip in a rather obvious spot.
Well, he opens up the door wide open for you guys and looks around. He's looking for a lot longer than you would think he would look as he's letting you guys in. But as eventually you make your way inside, he sets you down, offers you a cup of water with a very grimy cup. And water, for that matter.
How is this horse inside the house now?
Are you letting him in the house?
That's the question. Chloe's not entering yet.
Okay.
Looking at, excuse me, sir, might be wiser to do it differently.
differently. He raises a brow.
Carrick takes.
We could always go somewhere else that we can talk. Make it easier for us to. Sure, the truth has been told. After all, I'm pretty sure you don't want my friend on her horse inside, do you? She doesn't want to get her feet dirty, I believe.
Trust me, she's a lot safer in here than she is out there.
Well, you heard him. Come on in, Orson.
Are there any holes or anything that are noticeable here in the building?
He says nothing and ignores you, but even
No,
with
I
that
mean,
six...
I'm more so just asking you.
Oh, you're asking me. Well then, you
Yeah.
said the carrot voice.
Yeah,
You- You're clouded by just how much dirt and stuff is all over the place, but there's a couple of holes that seem as though they need a little fixing.
Are there any blankets, like big, thick, like blankets, anywhere?
Not that you can see. And if it is somewhere, someone's probably holding on to it.
Is the cloak that I'm wearing something that would be billowy enough to, like, if I... Can we say it's maybe, like, a little larger and it's something I'd be able to, like, stretch out over a space? Like, and have people under it? Like, fit a number of people under it? If I unfurled it, I guess.
I'll say up to 4 people. I'm incredibly curious.
Let's try this. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. 5. I'm gonna do magical tinkering.
Ah, I see.
And I'm gonna
Say, hey,
Before you do
This
say
makes-
this, when I said 4 people, I mean rather intimately close.
Okay, we
That's
need
fine.
We got
to
5 people coming in
We
to.
gotta.
Actually, Pulsar, we should stay outside. Keep an eye out. You know what to do if there's something occurs, don't you? Pulsar nods and stays outside.
Soriel clings to the horse. He says, I'll keep
Carrot?
watch.
as we do go inside, Carrick will tell Soriel.
hey, maid lady, if
Soriel?
they look really bad, you can shoot them in the chest or the face.
That's lethal. That's more lethal than I think she would go for.
That's just if they're really bad.
Okay.
Maybe we avoid that if possible.
Let's try to avoid that for right now. We don't need murder on top of this cover up, which I have a feeling is related to the people in power.
Well, anyways,
Call it.
If they're really big and really, really bad.
Can we just get on with this? Garrick, stop
If you
suggesting
want.
murder. Let's
I will run.
try.
was there a table in the room? Kaizen would sit down at the table and accept the water.
Tariel, I want you, if they look particularly nasty, hold on tight.
She nods quickly, still holding on tight anyway. The man points to a crate at the corner of the room. Does that count?
That'll work.
It sure does, sir. He says, and goes and sits down at the crate.
Hey,
That's the
So
tape.
Carrick will pull out, will take off his cloak and kind of bundle it up into like this big old thing, like as tightly wad up as he can, and he'll pull out his magical ashy slime stuff and kind of shake it vigorously around a bit. He'll kind of check it, shake it again, and he'll just keep doing this for a moment, and then he'll pour some of it out onto the thing, and he'll just tightly squeeze it into it, and it's a little weird and odd feeling, but kind of just pull it like over like him and like Kaizen and who else is in the room? Chris Faith.
Chris. Yeah.
All right, here.
I'll retcon
Good old Chloe.
make it normal so that all of you can fit under there.
I'll say,
we can be quiet here.
You are incredibly strange.
That's not even the worst of it.
That's why
I don't have to worry about that.
We are known for being sort of an odd bunch. Anyway,
If you
becomes
wanted
quite
to
the
speak-
headache.
If you wanted to speak without anyone hearing you, you can do it under here.
How is that even possible?
Try it and
Magic.
see.
Checks out.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We will do our best to keep anyone
Science.
your back.
well,
So, what do you guys want to know? I can't tell you everything, of course. I got a family to take care of. And I got work at
Anything-
9.
What can you tell us?
anything you can tell us, sir.
You coming under?
Yeah, he steps under. Under the breathiness that would make anybody who's in post-COVID flinch.
Yeah.
Your breath smells weird.
Yours smells worse, probably.
Sorry, you can't really say that. They genuinely we don't have the most pleasant of smells either.
Or
Tell us
wherever
what you
you'd
can
like to,
tell us.
sir.
Okay.
Anything helps.
You sure
Kind
that you
of
guys
shooting
are
fish in a barrel
guards?
point.
I think
No,
I'd
yeah.
know if I was a guard.
Do guards do this?
And let's be honest, guards don't try to covertly learn information. They either beat you up, they either beat it out of you, or just lock you up.
Yeah, that checks out. So, it all happened not too long ago. Maybe a couple months back, maybe a year ago. These two guys came into the slums. They were powerful, pretty strong. At first, they were here to help. They kinda cleaned up the place a little bit. That's why it looks a lot better here than it did before. But got a lot worse once I guess they got a little bit too high on power. Now if anybody crosses them, says anything about them, they're gone. Easily, quickly. First it started with the women disappearing. We knew it was them. Now, anybody who says anything just disappears. If we go to the guards, well, pretty sure whoever
They'll just
tries
beat you up.
that- I wish it was just a couple lumps on the head.
Where can you find these people?
Find them. Find them.
They're one of those types, aren't they?
There's someone you can go to if you need to talk about a complaint, but most of the time they're only patrolling at night anyway. I can't tell you who it is that we go to if we have any complaints, but they are in the main city, the market district.
What are they like?
Never seen people move that fast in my life. If you see them, they'll pretty much disappear right after.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Like that
What was that?
doesn't feel the same, does it?
No. Whatever the hell they are,
Sounds
they're no protectors. They're just doing a job. Trying to get something out from us.
mercenaries, bounty hunters.
I don't know what the hell they are.
Any physical descriptors you could give us? Species, hair color.
White hair, always wearing black.
Hmm.
That's about all I can say. If you look them dead in
Gotta
the eye,
commend them on.
they probably won't be around for sunup.
I need to keep in mind, is it not? I think we've taken your time
Here.
enough today.
Thank you. Please,
Head off.
you never saw me, okay?
No one else was here.
Never saw who.
No one.
He'd wink.
Well, me, of course.
Don't you
I
worry.
was just talking about me and my family. Oh,
Don't you
yeah.
worry about. You just continue to keep your family safe the best you can.
I think with 2
Thank you for
silver
your
pieces, I think we're set for the
assistance.
rest of the month. I really appreciate that, sir.
Of course.
Hell,
Keep on
I can make
trucking.
this stretch for the year.
You do that.
I'll take our leave now.
Carrick,
And Chloe
do
ushers everyone out.
Carrick will do magical tinkering real fast on the cloak, and he'll make it
Yeah.
so that when you're wearing
Hey,
it,
this is related to anything, but you said you had a family. What are we talking?
Got my little
Probably a
girl.
wife and a kid.
Wait, no, little boy. Damn, I said Martha. Oh no, Martha was good. Anyway, he's got a little boy and his wife.
I
And
was
as-
talking in character, but yeah.
As we all come outside, Kaizen will like rub the
Hey.
back of his neck and look down at the ground and be like, man, I was really hoping we'd be able to get some info out of that guy. Sucks he didn't know anything.
We did. We got all we needed.
Try somewhere else?
He'd punch Chris Faith really hard in the arm.
Well, should we ask someone else, go somewhere else, see if we can find...
Well, as
Information.
uncooperative as that guy was, I'm not sure we'll be able to find any info around here.
so that the magic.
Chloe looks at him Chloe looks at Kaizen intently and goes,
Should go find someone else. Maybe a couple more, maybe even 5 more places.
He'll roll his eyes, full roll his eyes. And say, alright, if you're that insistent.
So Carrick, before they left, he made the blanket. Instead of muting you, now it gives off the visual appearance on the outside. It makes anything look like it's just a wooden. What's like the most plain thing that you would just have like in one of these houses, like in that house, that no one would not think anything of? I was gonna say like a
A
crate or
wooden
something.
crate?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say great too.
Yeah, whatever they use is like a chair, basically.
Hmm.
It looks like a chair. So, like, if you put it on, you would just look like an image of a chair in a room.
Got
And
it.
he leaves that.
Harry Potter visibility cloak makes you into a chair.
Probably not. It's probably too simple for actual invisibility, but it work in one of these houses. And he'll leave it with them.
Thank you, kind sir. And thank you too. He tips his hat to Kaizen. Oh, Red. It's
I have
Chris
one
Faith.
question
And
as
Chloe.
we're walking out.
Mhm.
What kind of haircut does this guy have?
What's a haircut?
So he has a long hair or no hair?
Well,
For
we'll say he's balding.
Mm.
It's about mid-40s. Maybe regular 40s. Or 40s.
Mid 40s, regular 40s. What's the difference?
Regular 40s.
What about the abnormal 40s?
He might be abnormal 40s.
But paranormal 40s?
I think that's a little too far.
Yeah, we're going far with that.
Anyway, are we able to go and find some more people who are willing to talk?
You go and walk by. You see a couple of kids who are playing in the water. The dirty water, for that matter. They're kind of like stomping around in it, laughing and giggling. You get the feeling they don't really know too much.
None of them have blonde hair and
Blonde.
jade green eyes.
I'm trying to figure out who you're referencing.
Damn it!
Is that Frankenstein?
I don't think Frankenstein has green eyes or blonde hair.
No, I was talking about his sister, but in the original book, which is well, okay, maybe that wasn't in.
But yes,
Are any of them human people, or are they all pretty much human?
Also, side note, Rockstrogo is very like Sylvester, but you have no idea who Sylvester is yet, Blanc.
Interesting. Can't wait to meet him. But yes, you see a man with this dog walking around, looking at houses, kind of just sneaking, looking, taking a peek inside, and just continue on.
Excuse me,
walking.
sir?
What do you think of these houses?
Huh? What? Oh, they're a really good place here. Yeah. What are you guys doing
I don't
here?
agree.
Yeah, nice place, real cheap. You know, close to the fort, I guess.
Would we be able to ask you some questions?
Sure. What you got?
And-
Yeah.
You know anything about the disappearances?
He immediately just keeps walking. His dog's looking at you guys and
Oi!
wagging his tail.
Sir,
Oi, get back here. Chris kind of just walks up and grabs him by the collar or whatever.
Hey,
thing,
let
or
me
the
go.
closest thing you can grab.
Think you rich?
Just
son of a
tell us
bitch
what
is
we
gonna
want to
Get
know.
whatever you want from me. Get out of here. Fido sick him.
Excuse you, sir.
The dog comes over and licks your leg. Useless.
Chris scratches down to pet him. Good dog. Anyways, trust me, we're not here to steal you out of your money or something like that. We're just here to ask some questions.
Says the person who's got
So,
me against my will.
Tell us what we want to know, and you'll be. Yeah, because you kind of just ran, so not exactly
You
like
kinda
a
just
great
asked
look
a
for you.
Taboo question. Clearly, you're not.
Oh,
around
right.
here.
Right. No, we're not. I don't know. We're criminals in another city, technically fugitives from the law. So
Sounds nice.
Hey.
no, it's not.
I think you're oversharing.
We're
but-
on. Oh no,
Christopher,
you kind
can you please stop? You are not helping
Stop it.
matters. Like usual.
Lori rubs their temples.
Aizen rubs the bridge of his nose.
He tries to wriggle his way free. Do you let him?
Well, I just let him go. Just let him go.
He drops down
You
to
know,
the
it's like by the
ground,
dog.
and he looks back at you guys and says, It's a pretty good
What
reward
does
for
him-
people in who are looking for people who make people disappear. I could use some coin.
Kaizen has an idea.
Corey looks at the rest of the people here.
Carrick is he's just touching his neck.
Corey telepathically quickly shoots a question to Carrick. Should we?
Why are we touching our faces?
Don't worry about
Rubbing
it.
intensifies.
Who do you turn these people into, anyways?
Telepathically, I should be doing this through the chat.
He's doing this telepathically.
Well, why don't you come with me? Maybe I'll get even more money.
Maybe.
He starts to get a little bit more serious as you guys seem to be serious. Look, guys, I don't want any trouble.
Neither do we. Hopefully. I'm speaking for myself mostly.
Let's see.
Look, man, if I tell you anything, I'm already dead.
Disappear.
Yeah, you seem to get it.
I really should have thought. We really should have thought more about it.
Thought more about escaping?
Chloe, this seems like more of a you. This seems like more of a me thing to ask a taboo question. The reason you're not. Okay.
I did not know this was a taboo question.
How did you not know that? Were you... No. Well, okay. Doesn't matter, anyways.
We're being tasked to find out.
Yes, we'll go with you.
But
Need
just
the
know,
money.
I know how. I have a sword in my backpack, and I know how to use it. You give us anything that isn't. You give us any sort of trouble, and you know what? I might just give you a use for that dog.
So strange. I'm the one who's trying to go about my merry way, and yet I'm the one being threatened about violence. I'm starting to think you guys are
Honestly.
guards.
Yeah, we're totally
Take
guards.
us to these people.
Look, like Chris just points at his goat legs
Honestly.
and horns and just goes, "Yeah, I'm totally a guard."
Hey
Let's
man, I'll
fucking
believe
get up.
anything if you guys are in here.
We're in
look-
here because we're trying to protect people.
Kaizen will kind of just move Chris
Trust
Faith
me,
out of
the
the
guards
way
ain't about protecting.
and just take up the conversation himself.
Carrick will feed his crow some bread.
You're
He'll,
You're right. You know what? Just go about your day.
Pigeon
he'll
won't
take,
eat
I'm
take
not
the
Pigeon? Yes, that. I got you.
We'll take the pouch from his side.
What are we doing?
And pulls out a single silver coin and holds it up, holding out his hand to the man holding the coin.
Okay, now I see. You guys are the new people trying to protect us. Awesome. Okay, yeah. I won't say anything. I'm good.
The new people, huh?
If you ever need
What
somebody
happened to the
to
old one?
steal things, I'm your guy. But
Oh, we already
promise
got red
won't
for
say
that.
anything about you guys.
Chris points to Kaizen, just like, we already got him.
Hearing that about him being a
Oh, he turns around to Chris and just slaps him. Shut up!
Hey.
Kaizen's just watching to make sure he doesn't steal anything, or he has
he's,
already.
he's gone from on edge to very chill. Well, He's gone to a different kind of on edge. Instead of like a violent on edge, like he's going to do something, he seems as though he's trying to please you guys now.
You said we're the new people trying to protect you? Sounds like there was someone before us. Mind elaborating on that?
Before? Damn. You guys are good. You're trying to get me to talk. Promise you. I got nothing. I don't even know anything. Who are you guys? I don't know.
Playing real dumb. That's
Thank you for your
impressive. You know what?
assistance.
You don't know anything.
You can go off.
You don't need
Day.
to know anything.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate your favor, sir. Well, you can go about your business.
Chloe drags Chris Faith away.
But you know,
I'm trying to say that he could go. I am not trying to just... Okay.
You are not helping
That's
matters
fair.
at all.
That's completely fair.
he whistles and skips away, and
Carrick will throw Fido a piece of bread.
as he's trying to run away, his dog comes back, and happily eats up the bread. It's like, come on, let's go. Thank you guys for your generous protection. I'm gonna go. Grabs the dog and runs.
Didn't help matters.
Alright, take care of that. He's a good boy. Good girl. Just...
A glare again.
As soon
Carrick
as he
will
Hey.
give Chris Faith a piece of bread. He'll just put it in his hand.
As soon as he runs away and Chris Faith gets a piece of bread put into his hand, yet another person stumbles out of an alleyway. He falls towards Kaizen. It's a person, it's a woman. It's human, of course. She looks rather young, and she falls onto him, and then she stumbles down to the ground.
I told you, Chloe.
Real quick, Kyle's gonna make sure he didn't get stole from.
The woman that...
Chloe looks directly at Carrick and going, huh?
This woman's basically on the ground right now. She seems very out of it. So if she did steal something, she's doing a terrible job at it, considering she's not getting away with it. But everything you have on you seems to be there. As far as you
Then,
know.
after the quick check, we'll go ahead and, does she look, like, conscious enough to, conscious enough to, like, grab my hand and stand up if I were to reach it out? Or is...
Have you ever seen someone who's, like, come down with a really bad fever?
Yes.
Well, yeah, of course you do. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, is she particularly small?
She's about 5 feet. I wouldn't say small, but small compared to everyone else here. Except for you, Chloe. And Carrick.
Pick her up. And, as he's like,
What color is that hair?
It's blonde. I mean, not blonde. It's burgundy. Burgundy? Is that the word? No. It's
I think you're thinking brunette.
There we go.
there you go. And then inspect her neck.
Just as you thought. There does seem to be 2 bite marks on it.
What color are her eyes?
Her eyes are closed currently. Would you like to force them open?
Carrick will
Yes.
say,
Kaizen.
It's another person that is wounded in the street.
By
You
a
hear her
bite mark.
whispering, but it's
Kaizen.
unintelligible.
Question, is it dark? Is it dark out? Like night-ish?
No. It's getting close, but no.
Yes, Kaizen.
I think we have a special case over here.
Chloe goes up.
I also investigate specifically what kind of bite it might be. Would that be an investigation?
Sure, go for it.
Second Chloe looks at it. Does she recognize it?
Yes, she does. Investigation, though. I mean, for Chris Faith, not you. You already know.
Yeah.
Check
To see what kind of bite mark it is. Like, if it's anything.
Oh, right. You roll on here. Hang on, let me check.
I rolled. I got 7.
This bite mark doesn't look like anything that's normally found in nature. It's
not good. This is not good. This is not good.
And you've never seen an animal that is like this.
What is her power?
She's starting to turn a little pale. But you can liken this to a snake bite, but there's no way that's a snake bite considering how far apart it is and how deep and how big it is. I mean, unless it was like a jungle snake, but this ain't the jungle.
I don't like the look of this.
She's burning up in your hands.
Chloe placed their hand. 5 points to cure a disease.
While you're going down to reach, she actually kind of like twitches, and then she bites your hand. And, well, attempts to bite your hand. Hang on. She attempts to bite your hand, but instead, I guess, she does that thing where, like, you hold a dog, like, in your hands. And he's all, like, pudgy looking, like, by the chin. You just grab her by the chin.
Help. I can help. Don't worry.
And yeah, 5 points lay on hands to attempt to cure a disease.
She's trying to say something as that's happening. A panic state. But very soon afterwards, she is knocked out and falls down to the ground. You weren't supposed to see that. I forgot to roll that as a DM roll. So she falls over to the ground.
Why do I get the feeling this is something?
Medicine check! 30, 20.
Well, her fever is still kind of there, but it seems to be dissipating.
Need to get her somewhere safe.
And something doesn't feel right.
Sorry, do you think we could sneak her back in the mansion? Or is it a bit risky?
She'd kill me. Please don't let me do that.
And also, I don't like the look of what's going on here.
True, we need to get this woman somewhere safe.
I don't think anywhere's safe with her.
We had friends just a town over, right?
Chloe, is there anywhere we can rent around here?
I do not know.
Or a hospital, or public
part of
place
the city.
Let her rest.
No, not
Fantastic.
safe. Let her be outside.
I'm gonna roll perception to see if there's any people around that I could, like, feasibly ask, hey, can you get this person to a safe place?
Go for it.
Tariel, do you mind if we put this woman up there?
Is there anyone around here that I could, like, ask a question, like, for some help with directions to, like, a hospital or safe house? Anywhere safe that we could drop someone off.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people around that you can't see considering they've been avoiding you. You do happen to notice some people, like, looking out from their windows, but as soon as you, like, make eye contact with them, they, like, quickly shut their shutters or close the door or whatever.
Meanwhile, Chloe is putting this new woman on to Pulsar.
How do you whisper in chat again?
It's /W then name.
God, let me try this.
Everyone roll a perception.
Please.
Perception. 17.
Damn, look at
22.
Okay, look at Shoal. All right. So you happen to hear her whisper, and all of you immediately pick up what she's saying since you're so attentive to her. And you hear her in her stumbled whisper just say, I gotta get to the apothecary.
Apothecary.
Uh-huh.
Know what that is?
It is... Well, it's obsolete now, but it used to be like a potion seller.
Essentially, he's a chemist.
Kind of. Potion seller.
Snake oil.
That probably was mostly what they sold, but yeah.
Chris yells out, "Is there an apothecary around here?" Like trying to get people's attention.
If there,
Basically,
Chloe.
if there was
Would
a
you-
silence before, everything
Yeah.
immediately goes completely still now.
Yeah.
You can hear a pin drop now.
Chloe, would you know of any?
I'm unfortunately
probably not in this area of town. That's why I'm asking.
know this area.
I bet someone around here, over in the main area, will sell us a map.
However,
It's not going to
Chloe,
be great for this place.
you would happen to know that there's usually only one apothecary over in the market district. And it's always been that way.
We can go into the market. Though it wouldn't be able to be
How fast do you
particularly
think we can
subtle.
get there?
Well,
We're not subtle anyway.
Asariel would go with her pulsar. They could get there pretty damn soon. I'm swearing a lot more.
And let's do it.
Pretty soon.
We need. Person needs a
Unfortunately,
apothecary, a doctor. They need a doctor.
we would not be able to keep up with them.
I wasn't saying we need to keep up. I'm saying we need to get her there.
And
Wherever you're.
she does feel like she's getting better. So I did. what I
She
did.
feels like she's getting better. No, something's not right. Something's not sitting right with me.
No, this.
How many people
I'd
can ride on
mark his
Pulsar at
evidence.
once?
Fortunately.
Just imagining everyone just hanging on the pulsar as it rides away. Full
I mean,
speed.
technically,
Yeah, no.
guys, could keep up if I decided that. But probably not.
Are you just
Gotta remember that, well,
enthusiastic DM?
Pulsar's movement speed is 60, and then he can gallop, which I'm pretty sure is faster than faster than a dash.
But how fast can I go?
What's going on?
35 feet per second. She's Chloe. I mean, Jamie is basically saying like Pulsar is 60 feet of movement speed plus it can dash to 120.
And then the
Oh.
fact that I don't think a dash is quite galloping speeds.
How far away is this? Oh.
It's not actually that far away. I messed up with the thing. I'll fix it.
Scaling.
Because there's no way that that's 74. Oh, that's meters. Yeah, that's probably about right.
200 meters there? 200 meters is not that far, really. Not in terms of the city.
How many meters are in a mile?
1,600.
Keep it with meters. Okay.
That's reasonable.
Sorry.
1,601.
Sariel puts her hand on the neck of the woman, notices that her fever is going down, so she relays that. But
What did my dirty 20... that was a... Yeah, dirty 20 medicine check was after I did the disease thing.
Yeah, it seems like she is going back to normal. Just like with the other woman, you could tell that, just a little bit more rest, she'll probably be just fine.
You don't necessarily need the
Right.
apothecary. The apothecary could be
Maybe she
Good.
knows something that we don't.
information. Yes.
Oh,
We need to get this
I mean,
woman
maybe-
to a safe place.
we need-
Sorry,
and maybe an
says-
apothecary.
I might not
If
be
she
able to.
wanted,
Because if she's yelling she needs it, she needs to get there. Fast.
We
How
just-
fast do you think your good horse can get to the nearest place you know?
I do not think it is necessary.
I might not be able to take her to the mansion, but I could probably get her a place to stay in the city. Of course, not one of the more expensive
that.
places.
Let's go
Do that.
then.
Besides, if
I
she's
know
not
we
dead, I
better-
don't think the apothecary could do much for her.
We should
I don't know.
establish
Maybe
places across the city.
Okay, so the apothecary thing, was that just because she thought she needed medical attention?
You have no idea.
Most likely. Chloe already administered medical attention anyway, so
I mean, did she say that before or after she got attention?
Healed after.
After.
Before she fell unconscious.
Okay.
Well, it was more like in a dream-like state after she was unconscious.
Yeah, dazed, almost
And
drunken.
apothecaries are the people that work with magic. Isn't that generally the consensus?
magic. No, they just
medicine.
herbs.
Okay.
It's really
They are essentially just the medieval chemist. In fact, that they are the medieval
Doctors.
chemist.
Does this girl
They're-
look like...
They're the other version of the pharmacist.
Does she look like she's wearing anything that would indicate that maybe she worked with this sort of person?
Oh, not at all.
Like, as an assistant?
She's like 100% a I don't want to call her a street
Resident.
rat, but yeah, there we go. A resident of this area.
A slumster.
well, if nothing else, we could at least go in that direction and
If some,
find.
just, someone keep an eye on her. Something's not sitting right with me. Call it a hunch. Call it me being overly cautious.
It
Something
was
doesn't feel
bitten
right.
by something supernatural, yes. Isn't the first time I've seen this in the city.
You want to roll another? Okay,
Last
would that
few days.
investigation cover like anything similar to it?
You're gonna roll
Would
for
I have to-
investigation.
Yeah, roll for investigation specifically for anything.
You kind of cut out, but I heard that you're rolling for
Roll for anything it's similar to. That's a 22.
similar to an apothecary.
No, like the bite. What was the bite mark? Is the bite mark similar to anything like a human, wolf,
Oh,
something like that?
You
We went over that it was like a snake bite, but it was too big, unless it was a jungle snake. But it's not a jungle.
yeah, that. Unless, nah, but nah, but it nah.
Just say it.
I'm kidding.
I already have a.
Honestly, I'm waiting for
I already
Chloe
have a
to
hunch.
beat a vampire now.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Like that's what.
Carrick
Worried.
looking at this bike, 'cause I got a... What was it, like 20-something?
Strange.
I got 22 right on my roll.
Okay.
When
What
I
were you
checked
saying,
earlier.
Chloe? Carrick.
He's
What did you say,
checking.
Chloe?
he's checking.
I was asking Chloe what.
Just wait.
Carrick's gonna check the bite to see if it looks anything like his fangs.
When you check the bite, you can see it kind of pulsing a little bit, like it's beginning to close rather quickly at that. But no, it doesn't seem like it's. Well, wait, you're like a snake, aren't you? Kinda, but it's like way too close together.
She was
Together.
drained. It's almost like when she was bitten, stuff was drawn rather than injected.
Seems that
By
way.
force. I'm not
Doesn't-
liking the look of this.
It's
I'm not
more
liking the
than
look of this
just
at all. Bite.
the
This
lack of
is-
blood. Something
This make a lot of sense if that was the
dangerous.
case. We
She
can't-
is.
That last
Should
girl
be
that,
fine now.
Can it? Chloe, can it be? Can it be what I'm thinking it is? Can you guess what I'm thinking it is?
Know what it is.
I forgot.
No.
to-
Something I've encountered before now. Oh,
God save us.
she should be fine now.
Thank God.
Well, we can hope that, but what if the attacker comes back?
Isn't diseased
I
anymore.
realize.
So
I tend to realize how.
we just need to get her
Okay,
somewhere safe, out of here.
get her somewhere
Let her
safe.
rest. We must not leave
Unless it
her
comes up-
alone.
This is just.
Listen, why don't we go back to the main city and just go to the apothecary and see if they recognize this girl. If it seems like they recognize it, we can ask more questions. And
Or if
nothing else,
they have seen anything, or if they can
This state,
see what this might be, rule out me and Chloe are probably thinking.
because this is the only lead we
Oh,
have
being
now,
such a
right?
bookworm would come in handy. Hopefully doesn't. You gonna
just
go
need to
or
get
not?
this woman somewhere safe to rest. Let's
I
go.
heard that even be.
There's gotta
Well-
be, I mean,
Sorry,
This is a-
Please guide these fools.
sorry, I'll offer to take her to a hotel in the market district or in the city, the deeper city. She says she can't afford to take her to an expensive place, of course, but one of the cheaper ones, that'll be no problem.
Go.
Hmm.
Nothing else, I will
Go.
stay with her.
We'll stay around
We
here,
should wait.
I guess.
Okay, so I guess the question is, are we sticking together or she's riding ahead on the horse?
Chloe is staying with her.
Okay.
Chloe is not letting her out of sight yet.
Okay, so we're all traveling as a group then? Okay.
Yes, where's
I
the
guess.
destination?
Alright.
To the hotel?
Yep.
I suppose so.
Mhm.
Alright. You all managed to get to the hotel, carrying, of course, the unconscious woman on Pulsar. Zariel is tending to her, as a maid usually does, changing out her sheets and whatnot, even though it's only been a couple hours. Shut up, don't quote me. And, you were all just kind of gathered around her, making sure she's okay. Are you going to sit there and wait till she gets conscious, or... Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I definitely will.
You probably should
Chris definitely.
stay.
I'll stay.
they
So,
can stay.
after about 3
I
hours,
got
she finally begins to come to, and she wakes up and notices so many strange people around her, and how the roof above her head is totally different from the way her house is, considering it's still intact.
Chloe glares at everyone and then goes,
Do you feel
Okay.
more full?
Say that again?
Do you feel more full?
More full?
That's a great question to ask, Chloe. You doing okay?
I think so. Did I die?
I don't
No,
think
unfortunately
so.
not.
At least I don't hope so. Something drained. Something bit you, and it caused you to go unconscious.
I got bit?
You know,
Like,
Hey, you mentioned
Quiet.
something about the apothecary.
her her stupor, her feeling of like dizziness and weariness like shoots out. She's like completely sober, and like her eyes just go really wide, and she says nothing.
Chloe glares at everyone again.
What? You think we caused this?
No, it's too many people. Out.
Okay. Then go.
Carrick, you too.
Carrick will go with them.
I'm staying. I can't. Okay, we'll stay. I'm staying.
As long Chloe, make sure they at the very least leave the room.
Think she's alright?
Be easier if we don't all ask her questions at once.
Okay.
Wait outside.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris
Red,
walks outside and leaves.
Smokes a blunt.
Suck uncharacteristically in thought.
it's up to you to, if you want to stay here. After all, she did come to you. But you want, can leave. It's up to you.
I want to go home. The pigeon does not eat the bread. Actually, it nibbles it for a little bit, and then it just looks up to you.
Yes, I figured as much, but
Alright, I want to go home.
how do you feel?
I want to go home.
Home might not be safe for you.
I don't care. I want to see my mom. She looks more afraid. It doesn't seem like she's about to get up and run away. She just looks afraid.
Chloe looks very conflicted at that.
I can't say I understand that, but we will try to get you home safely as possible.
Why are you trying to take me
We
to
know
the
you feel
apothecary?
better.
No, I'm gonna go on my own.
I don't think you need the apothecary anymore.
Why are you trying to take me there then?
That was their idea, not mine.
There.
don't have to worry.
Yeah. Who are they? Who are
My
you?
companions.
Mm,
You
don't
could
trust
call
them.
me. Well, I am just a maid.
God damn it, I've been muted this. How long have I been muted?
I don't know.
Heaven knows.
I
You
thought
don't
we
trust me.
were talking. We were having a conversation.
We can already read your mind. We don't need to hear you.
I was gonna say, like, Chloe was trying to gesture everyone out, and I said, Kaizen does not leave. And you said something about it'll be easier if we're not all asking questions. I said, well, not all ask questions. I'll sit quietly and listen.
That's what I was waiting for one of you guys to say.
Yeah, Kaizen did not leave the room. He was
Yeah,
sitting
and-
quietly.
But Chloe, he was happy with Kaizan being in the room because he typically understands what she's trying to do. And also, Kaizan was the one who was approached first, so...
Yes. Yeah, anyways, I found out I was muted because I said Kaizan's sitting quietly, but he just puts his hands up and leans back in his seat, like looking around a bit to like show that that was not his idea and he didn't have any part of that. He was not a part of they.
companions that I made sure left the room.
The ones who wanted to take me to the apothecary. I want to go home right now. Let me out of here.
More than just letting you out, we will accompany you. At least some of us will, to make sure you return home safely.
She goes straight NPC dialogue, and to everything you say, it's just, I want to go home.
Kaizen shoots a glance to Chloe.
Medicine check. Let's see how she is.
She
23.
She just woke up from a pretty bad fever, so you can tell that it's
She's-
time for her to move. What's that?
She is weak, but she is not unhealthy.
Yeah, she's gonna make a full recovery as far as you can tell from your years of maidism.
Servitude.
Yeah.
Made to servants. You're allowed to call them servants.
It sounds wrong.
Yes, I know, but
yes. She doesn't seem like she's able to walk or move around, but she really wants to.
Where is
Take
home?
you home. You just need to guide us.
She's looking away, and she just says she wants to go home.
Chris kind of walks back in awkwardly. Take her home.
Kaizen tries to follow her eyes to see where she's looking.
She's just looking out the window.
Chloe shoots a glare at Chris. A withering glare.
Hey, this time I know what I'm talking about. She just wants her mom.
Anywhere specific
I can understand
outside the
feeling.
window?
Yeah.
Or just out the window?
Just keeping her eyes away from you all. But her eyes come back over when she hears Chris face say, "Let's take her home." And she just says, "I want to go home, not with you guys."
Well, we can do that.
Sorry,
can
Al.
I
Do
speak
you
to
mind?
for a minute?
Yes, we should.
Chloe looks back at the young lady in bed.
Who is looking out the window.
Yes. Kaizen.
She moves into the corner and tries to be quiet.
Yeah. Kaizen follows to the corner and also attempts to be quiet. Proposes that they let her go home, quote unquote, on her own, and he tails her to make sure nothing happens. And kind of acts as reconnaissance.
Is the way she is now, she won't be able to make it. Regardless of where
Someone follow her.
You have a point.
You're gonna be me.
it would be impressive if she got out of this room under her own steam.
As you say that, you can see her pulling off her covers very weakly. She hasn't gotten up yet.
You're the devil.
Can you stand?
She slowly nods.
Are you sure? He says somewhat skeptically.
Pulsar's nowhere nearby. She says yes.
Using my my insight of 12.
12.
As far as you can tell, she might just be able to make it back home. Maybe she can.
Passive insight is 14 off me, so
Roll it.
roll it.
Yes.
Don't accept my passive.
I don't.
Only after that is passive.
My passive is also 14.
Both of you.
If it make... Hold on.
I'm gonna try.
I'm
And
worth
with
my
her
passive
medicine.
15.
What's that, Chris Faith? Oh yeah, that's right. You're on this. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I was checking for that.
Let's see, 11. Chris Faith in red. You get the feeling maybe she can make it. Who knows? But Carrick and Chloe, you don't see it happening. She's definitely just trying to get away from you guys. She doesn't trust you anymore.
Anymore? Fuck.
The apothecary was not a good idea.
Dariel, do you mind taking this young lady home? You can take Pulsar again.
The woman in the bed shakes her head. Very slowly. It's kind of hard for her and painful for her to move. But sorry, she's like, yeah, I can do it.
Thank you, young lady. I can appreciate you don't want us to help. You don't trust us.
And why are you still trying to help?
Will not allow you to go back home without assistance in case you do collapse on the way.
Her eyes does that anime sparkle when the main character says something that's really kind. Then she looks back away like a sussy baka. It's like, I can go home on my own.
Before you go, what is it at the apothecary?
Those words send ice through my veins. She
Carrick?
just shuts down and says nothing.
I had a
Shall leave you alone now.
Yeah.
Take care, young miss. Thank you, Sariel.
She says nothing. Oh, who's that? Oh, hello,
Purple.
Alberto. She says nothing.
And then
Oh, yeah, welcome. This is just D&D.
Chloe looks with meaning at everyone except for Sariel and the young lady in the room and leaves.
And Kaizen follows. And nudges the other two to follow. Mainly Chris Faith.
I'm a snake.
Chris
Before
follows with him.
Carrick leaves,
I'm a goat
It still follows.
and a snake.
And once Chloe gets far enough away from the room to feel comfortable,
before Carrick
Talking.
leaves,
Apothecary.
he'll just say,
Hey, I wasn't trying to take you anywhere you didn't want to go.
and then he'll leave.
She says nothing. But Sariel waves at you. Kneels down by the woman's side, who promptly looks away. Yeah, this is just D&D. Well, should be
Yeah,
wrapping
no,
up
this
here
is-
soon. Alberto.
That's gonna be good.
but once we move away, Chloe goes, well, Sariel should be able to take her back home with Pulsar. You don't need to worry, Pulsar is quite capable.
What is with you and that horse? Friend of yours, I guess.
I did summon him.
He's magical.
He is
Hey.
a
From another world.
servant of the master. Servant of the master who I serve, greater than the one here.
Nice.
Well,
Basically,
that
you're familiar, isn't he?
He seems like some shady business.
Kind of, you're familiar, I guess. You have the whole main
Not
source
wish
of
to talk
magic.
about
I'm not familiar
that,
with this.
after all. That is a taboo subject in the kingdom.
Hmm.
One I will not talk about. But I will not lie. You asked. However, you should be safe. The apothecary seems to potentially be a better lead. We can't just go in accusing them of kidnapping, draining, or anything.
No.
Or even of
That doesn't make
helping
sense.
those who have been
They're
drained.
doctors, not saying. Chris takes a seat, kind of seeming a bit down. Something about this doesn't feel right.
God pats Chris Fates'
I
head.
don't know.
Lots doesn't feel right about it.
So
All the more reason to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point.
Guys, are we gonna have to break the apothecaries like knees?
Hope not.
No, I don't
Maybe
think so.
get a little more context
They're
first.
doctors, not. They're doctors, not
Unless they're not.
cultists or vampires or whatever.
You
Do
don't
not
know
right
that.
now.
You don't know that.
Listen, I don't have a reason to believe the apothecary's been corrupt or something like that.
Listen, I'm not some kind of crazy
Doesn't-
wizard, but I've seen magic enough to know that she doesn't like that word for more reason than just being uncomfortable.
Eric is right.
Fair point.
More going on.
And I'm really convincing, so I would know.
Well, if that is the case, then
And as a
we'll do
point,
what we must.
if there's someone injured or ill, we do not need to go take them to an apothecary.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
right.
that's a very good point. Not sure why. Yeah.
She glares at both Carrick and Chris.
Hey, she was whispering about it. I didn't know. Unfortunate, traumatic subject.
Kaizen refrains from making any remarks on that.
Carrick would notice that Chloe is insulted. Feeling
Hey.
insulted for it. She's
Hey.
meant to be the carer.
I wasn't trying to take her there because I doubted you. It's because she said she wanted to go there. Maybe it was something
same here.
comfortable for her. Maybe it's the piece of the
Yeah.
puzzle we're missing.
Maybe that's where she thought she needed to go.
I
Maybe.
mean, the last person that had something like this happen, no one around here could fix her. That was just you. I wouldn't trust anyone but you.
It was not necessary anyway for what she... Apothecary is there to help people who need help in terms of injury and sick illness.
That's true. But isn't that so weird, the way she acted?
It was.
More not worried about the way she acted. Trust me, I got it. It's just how she was. The injury, everything else is wigging me out.
It doesn't add up, does it? We need to see the
No.
apothecary. But we can't accuse and we can't say
We're not gonna
Much.
accuse them. Why would we do
say
that?
anything.
We say anything. We
Well,
accuse
is
the
she not
apothecary. We're getting
afraid?
thrown out of here faster than you can.
Okay, so did
She might
the
be.
context was the context that just Red was following her, or we're all just like following behind her?
Pulsar is taking her.
Okay. Just pulls.
And Sariel.
Okay.
And ideally, Kaizen would have liked to have followed or tailed them in some way, but seems we're being held up here in a conversation.
Speaking of being held up in the conversation, would you like to move to the apothecary?
That's where Chloe was trying to go to anyway. So not to tell, was feeling quite insulted that that there was some insinuation that her help was not good enough.
A little bit.
That's definitely not what Chris is trying to imply.
Yeah, Chris was
It's
just
more of a
basically...
you thing to know.
Yeah.
He was working off of what he knew. And he...
So, from memory, did she just... What did she say exactly about the apothecary?
She just said I need
She's got
to
to
get
get
to
to
the
it.
Yeah.
She said she needed to get there. So either that was a weird dream thing, or
In her...
something about that attack changed her mind.
Yeah, something about her semi-vampiric state.
Wow, you're just gonna say that right?
Yes, I am.
We're all thinking of it, and I am directly going, Chloe has no idea what vampire, well, kind of knows what vampires are, but doesn't believe they exist. So,
I've read the stories about them. Really hard not to read them when basically all you can do is starve. I read quite a few vampire stories. But
Oh yeah, I was saying that out of character, just for clarity.
yeah.
How readily available are vampire stories in your world? Like,
Not fairy. They're really more of a fairy tale, if anything.
yeah, well, really not much.
Which is the reason why Chloe is
would they
not
be
touching on the subject.
Would they be
Kind of.
often told fairy tales that you would think could possibly have some basis in a reality given this situation?
Well, considering fairy tales always do.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was trying to phrase it that way, but yeah. Every fairy tale has a possibility of being true. That's why
Always
it's
some.
told, I guess.
I can tell you guys that's not a snake bite.
No, it is
It's
not.
not anything I know. So
Nor my own expertise.
And so as you make your way through the town,
Yeah.
asking people where the apothecary is, they point you down to where usually is, you know. Good old man, it's been there for quite some time. And so you make your way over to the building.
How late is it?
It's actually
3 hours, so it's probably approaching 10 o'clock.
I don't know about 10. You're getting close to evening, pretty much.
I thought you said the sun was going down 3 hours ago.
I did not say that. In fact, I was very careful not to say that. But yes, so you make your way through to there. You know, say corner building. Nothing too special about it. Just says apothecary out front. As you make your way inside, the man just says, "Hello, welcome." Okay, you're not my regular customers. You might be, and he looks towards Krithfaith. So that Beastman potion
What?
might work. That is interesting.
Sorry, but that's
do not
a no
believe-
from me. And that also, I feel like I should be offended by that.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, occupational hazard. How are you guys?
Occupational hazard, my ass.
Aizen's just like glancing around the area, around the room.
Curious.
You see quite a few different cauldrons brewing up a couple things. Perhaps on the shelves you see some potions. The higher ones cost more, of course. The ones on the lower shelves are pretty cheap. You see potions.
Would they happen to have like labels?
They do not. They're just colored.
Carrick goes in and looks at this guy just deeply.
Don't mind him, he's...
With a natural 1 on insight.
Damn!
This man is pure evil. He is after your liver. This guy is everything you've heard about in stories. He's a vampire. Get him.
Alright, I'm gonna roll an insight. Let's see how bad this is gonna go. A 12!
Chloe?
Well, we can't get much worse than a nat 1.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I just imagine Kaizan and Carrick looking at each other.
Sure, I'm
nodding.
gonna see how ridiculous it is. Well, that's a nat 20.
Oh, damn.
Chloe.
Also, holy shit, my dice has got a heart and it's beating.
Chloe.
That was
Take a
awesome.
look.
Well, first, before you say anything or do anything, Chloe, you take a look at this man and you can tell that something's just not right here. His positive demeanor.
Yeah,
just
ignore
does
that
not
performance roll. That was just me being a dum-dum.
happen. Were you performing?
I wasn't performing. I just hit a button accidentally.
I gotcha.
Anyways, yeah, what was... My insight checks today, because I need to know what Chris is thinking.
Something.
Your insight. Is that? Okay, 12.
Well,
Your insight just basically says this seems like an upstanding guy. He's just running a business here.
in Chloe's nat 1 says...
Not nat 1, nat 20
Nat 20.
Nat 20
for a
says,
24.
This person's acting a little bit too nice. Maybe something's a little off here. He might know a little bit more than he's letting on, or at least the persona he's letting on.
Kaizen has the plan. We're really trying to hold off on being blunt. But he also doesn't want to let necessarily anyone except Chloe do anything either, because he's afraid they'll be more blunt than he might be.
Carrick will, after looking at him in his eyes, he lifts his head and inspects the room, looking carefully at the supplies, like the magics and stuff that he has, looking for anything shifty or off or different, something that doesn't quite feel like it's really meant for healing. And that was a natural 19 for that perception.
Okay, well, the awkwardness of the fact that nothing in here is labeled points you to thinking maybe this man has a bit too much control over what's going on, and everyone just blindly trusts him.
I'm gonna try rolling again.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Whoa.
Yeah, no.
Same thing.
At this point,
Chloe,
Yeah.
whilst asking a question, if someone... How... Actually, what am I going to ask? Something about... Bloody hell. Had it, and now I don't have it.
Chris kind of looks around knowing that if he says it,
What sort of
probably go
potions
on.
do you sell here? Would any of them be able to help with someone feeling exhausted or drained or something?
At the same time, divine sense.
What kind of apothecary would I be if I didn't have something like that? After all, people normally come here with different kinds of ailments or wanting more super things going on.
Super things.
Chris kind of looks
The point of
suspiciously
the
at
question,
Chloe.
though, Blanc,
Give her
was
a
to
roll.
a high divine sense.
Strong evil. This person does not seem evil. Oh, yeah. This person does not seem evil in the slightest.
Did you actually read what divine sense does?
The presence of a strong evil registers the action.
Vampire.
Forces. Nope. Nothing seems amiss here. Seems like
Aside from the fact that he is off.
yes. Aside from the fact that he seems off and putting up a front, pretty much.
Well, I have a friend who claimed of feeling less drained, even.
Less trained.
She also looks quite pale.
Pale too. Wow. Might be a fever.
Certainly seems like that, but nothing that I could do that normally helps with fevers has helped.
A lot of the times you just gotta ride those out, you know. But I think I might have something for that if you're looking.
So kind, please. I'm quite worried for her.
He looks around the room, goes up to a red potion, pulls it off, kind of brushes it off a little bit and says, well, this is just a standard healing potion, but this might help out. Here, you can take it. It's on the house.
I'll take my leave then.
All right, come back anytime. Friendly apothecary right here.
And Clubby leaves.
Okay.
Chris follows and definitely kind of leans in and asks, so what's your plan? An attack.
Well, first of all, we need to get somewhere out of... There's many eyes on us.
Carrick, as they leave, he leans his weight back just a bit, takes a step back, just looking at the guy, then slowly turns around and follows him.
He smiles and waves.
We say Pulsar is still within 100 feet.
Yeah. Well, 100. Well, yeah, 100. Well, if he's coming back, then yeah. I'm sure he would had enough time to drop off the kid and come back.
Just making sure because of the telepathy stuff, shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where should we go? Kaizen, you probably be the best person to know where we could go. Talk. Safely.
I want to know.
I would be the one to know. I thought you lived here, not me.
Chloe looks around and is like, the mansion isn't exactly the place with the least amount of years.
Very least.
Figure you'd be the best person to know somewhere where there'd be less years. After all, I'm not familiar with that sort of space.
Well, considering you all have a passive insight of, a passive investigation of 10, at least, there is a forest area pretty much right by the downtown district. I don't know what the hell to call it. The center of the city.
The lower city.
The city.
City? Did you just say city?
Yeah.
Like, I just heard city, and that was it.
The I guess, yeah, lower city would count. I don't know. This area of the city has a bit of a forested area. One that one could get lost in if they didn't know, basic nature. Thick brush,
We better get somewhere safe. See what this potion is. I do not trust him one bit.
Okay.
But Chloe makes no particular move because she does not believe that she knows anywhere that really fits the bill of what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Kaizen has never been in this city, so he can have like a general sense of, what places might or might not have ears, but only a general sense as he's a complete stranger to the area.
Chloe's still deferring to you.
Could always head to that forest over there. Chris kind of points to the forest area. Probably not going to be too many people there.
So we're going
It's
somewhere
getting
to
late.
confer? Or...
Well, we rented a room, didn't we? Maybe
That might be a better idea.
Maybe the room might be the safest place, especially if we can.
Okay. Sounds good.
Have you
Just
heard
right there, man.
anything from Pulsar, Chloe?
Well, considering he's not reported any issues, I figure it's all safe. Not in.
Okay.
Would you be able to ask him?
No.
Carrick will ask Pulsar, where he's headed. At this point.
I was heading back to you. See what was the plan for next.
How happy was the young lady's mother?
I will say that she would have to be dropped off somewhere else, considering the fact that she really doesn't want you guys to know where she lives.
Mm,
But unfortunately,
Where
she
did-
made that obvious.
I had to leave her,
But it was
some
obvious.
ways from her house.
It was close enough that she could walk there and be fine.
Did not leave her till we were sure she was safe. But unfortunately, I do not know where she lives. But if you wish me to go somewhere else, say the word.
Whatever works.
This was directly to Carrick, but anyway.
Oh.
Telepathy!
Telepath.
Try to keep track of her without making too much of an indication that you're there.
Fortunately, once we dropped her off and waited a bit, we figured that she was safe enough in her own home.
Okay.
That's where she was.
Where did y'all end up?
I could take you there tomorrow if you would like, but
Okay.
I do not advise your moving around at this time too much.
Yeah. Let's talk. Guess.
I will
I'd
drop
say
off my mistress's friend
that.
where you are, and then I shall take my leave.
Alright.
At this point, close. No. Go to the stable and go from there. Do not wish to make too much of a fuss. A horse, obviously, going back to the stable. Please.
Wait, so she's going to the stable and then she's gonna walk back on her own?
Unfortunately, Chloe has no way to contact her.
Well, she does still have Carrick's gun.
Yes.
Wait, oh, you're talking
However-
about Sariel. Okay, yeah.
However, Sariel is a maid at the mansion.
If nothing else, it'll keep her safe while she's on her way back, maybe. And I can just get the gun later.
she's also riding a large celestial creature, so...
No, I said like I thought like you took her to like the creature would take her to the stable, and then she'd have to walk back on her own unless it's going all the way up to the mansion.
Just back to the stable, but it's in the nicer part of the city.
Yeah, but I mean, considering where we are, you know, the apothecary is right now. You know, I don't know that I trust any part of the city. I would honestly trust the mansion more than anything right now.
So then, crew, what you gonna do? Go back home?
Chloe wants to go and investigate this potion of healing. She doesn't know where. She doesn't trust the maid's quarters in the mansion enough to do so. And also, if the master would find out that she got a potion of healing, well, then he's probably likely to
confiscate it.
Get all offended and say that he could have got her something.
I could have gotten you something much better than this. Why do you do this to me, Chloe? I thought you loved me.
Something like that, yes.
Okay, this is out of character, but in the character, like, this is not in the... You have a very strange relationship with your master.
She does.
Chris kind of stays with Chloe, especially since he does kind of know some potion stuff. It actually... Yeah,
you do have an
if I
alchemist set. Alchemist kit.
I would say, like, considering this, if Chloe specifically said she wanted to look at this magic stuff, Carrick probably would stick with her. He probably would feel he wouldn't know as much as her.
So then, crew, as Chris Faith pointed out, there is the woods right over there, and as Red pointed out, there is the hotel. As Carrick pointed out, she has my gun.
Well, yeah, the woods around here is safe enough to sleep in.
Inside the walls, there certainly isn't any wild animals to be wary of. Other than that, I don't really know. I've not stayed out in the city much at all. Always had my quarters.
If we're trying to be sneaky, we could always chill in the forest for the night and take a look at that potion thing. My thing is, I don't know how many strings that guy pulls.
Doesn't seem too trustworthy, does he?
Carrick goes kind of silent at that.
The pigeon coos and wants a mushroom.
If you can imagine, think of it like JoJo, where the colors are all like purple and yellow.
Yeah.
Change and like the aura text. It's kind of how Carrick looked in that moment.
Yeah.
Well, Red, where do you think's best? Lead the way, please.
Cosme, are you muted again?
No, I'm just really lost.
Chloe's getting all the responsibility shoved onto her and she doesn't want it.
Oh, what's happening?
You guys are trying to find a place to test.
No one's making a decision of where to go, and Chloe doesn't want to make the final decision.
Well,
Going into the woods.
the hotel's probably going to be heard, but no one's going to care, and the forest is just going to be heard. It's just not going to be heard.
Well, that depends on A, if there's anyone in the forest, and B, how loud we are in the hotel. Or if there might be any eyes or ears we don't know. But the same could be said about the forest as well.
Listen, this late at night, there's going to be no one. If they were, they're either fools or high.
Or us.
Or unscrupulous.
Also, that
Thieves, spies, the like.
fair point. But I guess, but I don't speak from experience, but I would say it would probably be a smart idea not to interfere with someone else's business when you got your own business.
And if
What if their business is our business?
Yeah, what if their business is trading information or being on the lookout for people trying to find them, quote unquote?
Fair point, but
That's what Chloe's worried
not
about.
together, if we go to the hotel, well, I mean, no one's probably going to care, but you know,
We face the same problem either way. We can only hope for
Yeah.
the best and inference with the best of our abilities.
Chloe has no idea where the best place is.
Well, here's a thought, right? So we know this guy might have a lot of strings that he can pull around here. Do you know if this guy, your boss guy that you used to work with, would you trust him? Is that something you're concerned about? Like do you think whispers
No,
would
it's-
carry from in there?
It's not my master who's the worry.
The other
going
maid.
around him.
Everyone else. Yes, there are a few in there that I trust.
We are dealing with a government.
Half and all of
basically,
them.
we're dealing with something that could be a government conspiracy. So it's.
They did
not
seem like the type that liked to listen over there.
That's how we
Yeah.
are able to best serve our guests. We listen to and figure out what they like, what they want. That comes plenty of information. It's not a good idea for us to.
And gossip.
So I know we're stuck between
Good
a
idea
rock and
for
a
us to
hard
be in there.
Seems like it.
Alright. Pros and cons, let's go.
Honestly, we can either try to find some deep hole into a forest, right? Just go way deep in there where no one's probably gonna bother us, unless
And
we
get-
just happen to do that. Or we can go
and
into
potentially
a
get
hotel.
lost.
yeah.
Going to a hotel where everyone's probably going to be listening, and
Looking
someone might listen a bit hard.
since we're where we are right now, I want to just do a general perception check. I just want to know if anyone is following us or listening in to us.
As far as you can tell, everything seems fine. No one's following around or looking at you guys. Well, okay, you are getting looks, but it's the usual looks you get from this city. And Red City, for that matter.
Mm. Yeah.
We're a strange group of people hanging out together and obviously talking suspiciously.
Pretty much. Mostly the strange.
That sounds about right.
The goat man.
That's 17. I
Red man.
got a 17.
What are you trying to perceive yet again? If you don't mind.
Same thing that Carrick was, apparently better. And loving.
No one around you seems to have a particular eye on you. They all seem to be going about their normal day.
Honestly, it might be best just to get a hotel and speak quietly. We can do something like I did before with the tinkering.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And plus, it's a hotel. You'll have done weirder in that room.
Like what?
I hate you.
Experience. Let's just, yeah, let's do that.
The
Like a
DM
plan.
quickly shuffles everyone to the hotel room as all the character profiles line up on the exact tiles that the hotel is on. The plot begins.
Is
There's a reason why I made a single or party token.
Well, I mean,
wait, you
you're still in
party
the city.
token?
There's actually
My campaign.
There's actually a single party token for Red City, it's Overworld. Okay, there was.
I don't think there was. You just put everyone down. Like, you put one person down, then everyone put their character down, and we all.
Yeah.
Originally, I put a completely separate character token.
I can do that. But either way, you're all in the hotel now. I'm guessing Carrick sets up his magical tinkering to make it very hard for people to listen. You all pull out the vial.
And Kaizen just like kind of passively tries to look around and make sure that we're not being followed.
Hold on.
Inspects
Hold on.
them.
I do have to check something before we do that. Okay.
Doesn't seem as though anyone's following you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. It should be good.
Should be.
Yeah. I think the only real thing is like whatever I had like tinkered before that. Like I have like 2 tinkers, so the blanket will be fine. The other whatever I had tinkered before that, I don't recall what it was. But
Was it
that's
Block's magic dagger?
Oh
no.
No, that one already
Mask.
did.
Yeah. So I think we
Yeah,
were.
no, the magic dagger is already gone.
Yeah, I think that was a while back.
Somewhere way off in the distance, Block is just like, no!
Yeah, that was a couple sessions ago.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Listen, he had it when it mattered. Yeah, he had the chance to cash in on it. Value diminishes for one.
Would you sell something that's super shiny and precious? You're a Pokemon card collector.
Listen, I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying he had his chance to if he was gonna.
But yes, the DM has set the plot down perfectly fine. And the red vial that contains whatever potion was inside sits in whose hands?
Always.
Chloe.
I was the one that took it.
Fair enough, fair enough. And so what sits in your hand is a red vial.
That is a check. I presume. To see what it might be. That's a 19.
You stick your pinky inside and give it a lick. And
Cautiously.
goddamn, you are energized right now. Like, you were probably getting a little sleepy earlier, but you feel like you can run around the city now. Just from one little lick.
It's not safe, but it looks.
Chloe, your eyes just dilated. Are you high now?
I don't think so.
I
Oh,
feel
no.
excited. Full of energy, but
I don't think that's a
What I
regular
expected.
healing potion.
Roll
no.
another medicine.
We probably should have done an analysis before you just shotsed it.
Yeah, everything's
No!
I wasn't intending sticking my finger in it, but anyway.
There was something you said, like.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But I'm God, so.
You know, it's like, yeah, no, it's fair. That's a fair little thing that would have been just a little bit, and she's not too worried about being poisoned.
Yeah, usually there's no way you're gonna poison somebody with, like, just a drop. It'd be hella expensive to extract. You could usually tell.
Chloe's not worried about poisons anymore. Lay on hands is powerful.
But yes, You seem very good right now. Whatever this potion is, even just a tiny little drop of it has sent you into a good feeling mood.
Which immediately makes her worried.
Yes. So anyway.
Well, hmm.
But what was that? What is that secondary? Why did you want me to roll another medicine check, Blanc?
Because I'm not telling you.
There's no information, no more information.
Other than you just
Considering telling.
Carrick will
Well, if someone can
okay, I'll
try
pull
and
it out.
figure this out whilst I try and get this.
Carrick will pull out his a potion of healing that he has in his inventory right now. He'll compare and contrast it with that. He'll also compare it with like his other kind of his various magical things that he has on, like his dust and his powers and his weird slime things he keeps like in his pockets, and kind of he try to, you know, actually Chris Faith, he has like some kind of like tools that actually can like extract stuff, right? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll try to actually like I'll try to work with him to break this down. If that's fine with is that fine with you, Chris Faith?
Yep.
Hey, Chris Faith, yeah, those things, right? You know the goods.
Yep. Here you go. He pulls out the alchemist supplies.
I love when you break these out.
Yeah, this for a while. Don't know why I had it. Don't know why I thought it was necessary.
And here it is.
Chloe sadly goes meathead and starts doing push-ups.
Oh my god. Well,
Dear gods, what the fuck?
I'm trying to get rid of energy.
You take a look at the other potion, the one that you have, Carrick, and the one that you got, and you can tell that the one that the guy gave you, the apothecary gave you, is quite a bit darker. And you could tell that it's probably a bit more potent. To use the alchemist's tools on it, maybe test different things, you can tell that potion that was given to you is quite a bit more potent, to the point where it's like you could probably dilute the potion that you have there into like 4 or 5 different potions.
Well, that doesn't seem...
How many push-ups does Chloe do before she starts getting tired again?
Honestly,
Roll a
that only
D5.
seems...
With an athletics of 10.
Roll a D5. What were you saying, Crispy?
5. D5?
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly say anything aside from this guy sells 2 potions that are practically, what are they called? Oh yeah, steroids.
Only about 50.
Or adrenalines.
Okay.
Adrenalines?
That's right.
Chloe stands back up, just sort of nodding at herself.
Okay.
At this
Do that one more time?
concentration, I feel like this stuff's addictive.
Likely, that's the thing with most medicine. They're often addictive.
You'd be right, though.
Constitution check?
For what?
Uh,
Are you,
this-
are you about to
You're-
if they're suggesting Constitution wisdom, which one?
You don't feel addicted right now. I'll just say that.
No.
Let's say, and if this guy is just going out handing out this kind of stuff, and Chloe had that
He's
kind of
using that
reaction
as a
to
way
stuff,
to create some form of addiction complex.
I think he'd be able to get
who aren't
people
exactly
to-
do a
be
lot just to
yeah.
get that hit.
All of you roll a history.
Okay.
All of us.
All of you.
All of us.
All of us?
All of you.
You know what, I'll actually compare it to while I'm doing all the extraction and everything. I'll compare it to drop of
16, that's a 19.
potion of heroics as well.
Heroism.
Yeah.
Well, you're all thinking about the apothecary and how he decided his stuff. Chris Faith and Carrick, you kind of get a sudden flashback, a realization that he seemed to have pulled this vial from the top shelf, where things were quite a bit more expensive. Whereas you might have written it off before. Now it seems a little weird.
Wait, no. Doesn't seem like a coincidence.
It makes sense that if they were going to get you started, hooked on something, they'd give you.
They get you
Good
started
stuff.
on the most expensive product.
Yeah.
I mean, question will be why. Aside from the obvious of money, so.
If we're going around asking questions and looking like we want to know what's going on, it would make sense to shut us up or get us addicted to something only he can provide.
That would be a mistake. We do at this point.
Yes. Do you all call it quits?
There is more.
Or will you head back to the apothecary? Or will you, I don't know, drink the potion?
Were we able to figure out what its effects are?
Yes.
Yeah, did we figure that out?
It is a potion of healing that seems to be 4 to 5 times more potent.
Is it effective? Like when through this extraction process, do I determine? Is it like more of like in the essence of like a greater potion of healing, or is it just more of like the same? Like, would it heal you
4 or
much
5
more?
times.
Seems like almost a superior healing potion.
Yeah.
Supreme.
And it's just a
Yeah, that's 10d4 plus 20. Your potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2. That's more like, yeah, superior potion of healing.
So, what are you saying, Blake?
I guess I can't really say much other than what Chloe said. It's just, it seems like just a much stronger version.
Yeah, which sits probably at about superior healing potion rather than standard one.
Okay.
I will keep it with me if you wish.
We can. Is there any way? I mean, we can do like detect magic on it to see if there's any kind of thing. I guess we couldn't find through looking at it alchemically, but I don't know if that's gonna do much.
You could if you want.
Not have anything that unable to, I'm afraid.
You know, I have detect magic.
You wish. Once we're done here, we should go rest.
Say we rest now. We investigate this in the morning to have a bit more energy, or a bit less as the case may be.
Sure.
Feeling back to normal again.
Okay.
Alright, if we're gonna rest, I'll just go ahead and spin the slot. See if there's anything that comes from it.
I'm not entirely sure how to go about this, so I'll just say there is no magic, unless there would be magic that would be coming from a supreme potion, but I'm pretty sure they're just regular things you could find in the world. You just blend them.
Okay.
It's got magic in that it's a potion of healing, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Okay.
magical.
Doesn't.
So you don't sense any magic coming from it.
Alright.
I shall add 1 potion of healing superior. 1
Yeah.
superior healing potion.
Yeah.
So raw.
And so with 1 potion of superior healing given to you for free by the apothecary, you make your way back home, well, back to the mansion, and rest up. I suppose, feeling even more puzzled, maybe. I don't fucking know. I'm not a player.
Chloe definitely is very curious.
Yeah, Chris is in uncharacteristic thought, like pretty much the entire time.
Carrot keeps thinking of the smile on the apothecary's face, and he keeps also thinking about the reaction of the girl at the words apothecary.
Yeah, Kaizen's trying to make a spider web in his head, connecting all the dots. Attempting to.
Chloe just knows that the apothecary is not the most savoury of characters, and seems to know more, but it's unlikely
Chris
to
is
say anything.
literally at this point just repeating the phrase, doesn't add up, does it? I can't.
But yes, with questions on their mind, but tiredness on their body, they head back home and go to sleep, assumedly. And we bring the
Taking
session
a-
to a close.
Long rest.
No, before
Nani?
we end this,
Nani?
does my sword have anything to say on the matter?
Why did we not consult the sword?
I forgot about the.
Chloe does never wants to consult the
Forgot
sword.
about the sword.
I forgot.
Chloe never wants to consult the. Chloe does not want to consult the sword ever.
Then don't
You
consult
expect
the
Chloe
sword.
to bring that up?
The sword finds the woman with the bite mark incredibly strange, but has no comment on anything else.
Incredibly strange. It doesn't elaborate on that at all. It just says that.
It just doesn't know what it is, but it does feel like it's off.
Oh, fantastic.
Before or
Fantastic.
after the bite was gone?
Before.
Okay.
But yes.
Kaizen will mention that.
Well, your sword's being as helpful as anyone else. How much has changed?
How much
So we
change?
know it's something.
Once when Chloe gets up in the morning and does her normal duties, she goes to the library.
Presumably looking up folk tales.
Chris joins her.
Seeing what she can figure out, because yes, there is some interesting things there that she is sure she's read somewhere before.
Other than the typical folk stories of beware of creatures of the night, sometimes vampires lurk, ready to pounce on those who are vulnerable. That type of stuff. Nothing that goes into detail about what they are or how they work. Just blood-sucking creatures.
Do they suggest that they're often noble of bearing?
Say that again?
Is there anything suggesting that they are often noble of bearing? I.e., do they often seem like nobles
Not quite.
in the stories?
In the stories, they make them out as
Which-
monsters.
It's absolute monsters. Okay.
Actually, roll
Question.
a...
Would Bram Stoker's Dracula technically be a thing?
I'm not sure what that is. Is that...
Bram Stoker's
The devil.
Dracula?
Mm-hmm.
Count Dracul, the devil.
Yeah, Count.
Yeah.
I thought it was like.
Is that like the movie Dracula or something?
Vlad the Impaler,
Like the original book Dracula.
I've never read
often called Count Dracul, meaning devil.
Hmm.
And if you know anything about the Strahd campaign,
Mhm.
the residents of where is it?
Transylvania? No, Romania? Something.
No, Ravenloft. Ravenloft is his castle. Anyway, they call him the devil.
Devilish.
Count Strahd von Barovich is literally Dracula.
But I was mostly talking about the actual book that Bram Stoker wrote of Dracula.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Don't
know.
know
I've
if
never read it.
I was asking
That's
if it was
pretty-
in-
But Chris, Faith, and Chloe roll an investigation.
Investigation.
It's just called
That's
Dracula.
a nut one.
Well, it's up to you, Chris, Faith.
Well, it's
13.
almost the 13th.
I rolled a 19 twice in a row.
Damn, look at you. So, Chloe, you're looking around in places, maybe looking mostly in the folktale kind of area, just trying to find any information you can. But Chris Faith decides to look over in the kind of research area where schools conduct researches and maybe mages post their finding. And in one of the research...
Look for any medical research?
Nope.
Like
This is
medical papers or
I mean, you can if you want.
the equivalent of medical papers. But okay, let's continue with your idea because that actually would sound more realistic.
You look at a wizard who is doing a study, trying to find out what happens if you remove a soul from a living body. And it talks about how the living body, even though it loses a soul, gains something, becomes much more fierce, and lives off of the flesh and blood of other creatures. And how these creatures are all in myth, but perhaps one day he would like to try and see what would happen if this were to be done.
Undead. Well, I want to make
We have a lead.
soul speak.
What's the lead? I'm so sorry, I'm distracted.
Souls being removed from their bodies, creating basically zombies or vampires. The undead, basically. So
From whose body?
from
The bite
someone's
victim?
Yours.
the soul getting pushed out of a body, making a zombie/vampire. Something.
Anyone's
That.
body. It's just a
Are we-
research paper that says, in theory, if you were to remove the soul from the body
Oh, okay.
would be left with something a bit more powerful, even though it's lost something.
Okay.
But yeah,
That ends the session.
it does.
All right. See you later. I gotta go. Like 11.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Carrick will go back and get his gun.
Yeah.
Have a good night, man.
Chris just
Nature
basically continues doing what he's doing, researching, looking through any sort of papers that could help, medical documents, research papers like that. Even looks through the folktales, seeing if he could find any sort of consistency between them.
Chloe would probably, even after noticing you were coming over, go tell you all the information she has found that is relevant. You shall say that it doesn't. Nothing seems like it is relevant. She will discuss the results of findings with you all in the end.
And Chris would tell his findings.
Information gathering.
Alright, see you later. Bye.
Alright. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Noche, señor.